Life story of Neil Armstrong. Information. Name Neil Armstrong. Place of birth Wapakoneta. City name Ohio. Date of birth August 5, 1930. Who is Neil Armstrong? Let's talk about him shortly. In 1962, Armstrong entered the astronaut program. He was commander pilot for his first mission, Gemini 8, in 1966. He was also the spacecraft commander for Apollo 11, the first man-made lunar mission. And he was the first person to step on the moon. Education and military service. Neil Armstrong was really good in riding flights, and he even had his student license at the bare age of 16. He studied in an aeronautical engineering at Purdue University in a U.S. Navy scholarship. In 1949, as a part of his scholarship, Armstrong trained as a pilot in the Navy in the Korean Wars 2 years later and went on to fly 78 combat missions during the military conflict. Joining NASA. Neil Armstrong joined National Aeronautics and Space Administration, which is called as the NASA, for this government agency. He worked as a test pilot and engineer. He tested many high-speed aircraft, including the X-15 that could reach a top of 4,000 miles per hour. Astronomy program. In 1962, Armstrong entered the NASA astronaut program. He and his family moved to Texas. He served as command pilot for his first mission, Gemini 8. He and another astronaut, David Scott, were launched into the Earth's orbit on March 16, 1966. While in orbit, they were able to briefly dock their space capsule with the Gemini, again a target vehicle. This was the first time two vehicles had successfully docked in space. But they experienced some problem and had to cut their mission really soon. They landed on the Pacific Ocean after 11 hours the mission had started, and later they were rescued by the USS Mason. The great achievement, landing on the moon. In 1969, he was part of NASA's first manned mission to the moon, along with Michael Collins and Edwin E. Buzz Aldrin. On July 20, 1969 at 10:56 p.m., he said,
"It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind."
As he made his famous first step on the moon. He became the first person to land on the moon. This was a great achievement for him. About 2.5 hours, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin collected the samples from the moon and conducted experiments, and they even took pictures of them returning. On July 24, 1969, the Apollo 11 craft came down in the Pacific Ocean west of Hawaii. The crew and the craft were picked up by the USS Hornet, and the 3 astronauts were put into quarantine for 3 weeks. Before long, the 3 Apollo 11 astronauts were given a warm welcome. Crowds lined the streets of New York City to cheer on the famous heroes. He was awarded for his efforts such as Medal of Freedom and the Congressional Space Medal of Honor. Life after landing on the moon. Armstrong remained with NASA, serving as Deputy Associate Administrator for Aeronautics until 1971. After leaving NASA, he joined the faculty of the University of Cincinnati as a professor of aerospace engineering. Armstrong remained at the university for 8 years, staying active in his field. He served as the chairman of Computing Technologies for Aviation from 1982 to 1992. Personal life. Armstrong married Janet Sharon on 28 January 1956. and they both had a baby boy named Eric in 1957 and then a daughter named Karen in 1959. But sadly, their daughter Karen dies of a brain tumor in January 1962. In the following year, the couple had their third baby son called Mark. Then Armstrong had divorced with his wife Janet in 1994. Armstrong married his second wife Carol Held Knight. Death. Armstrong underwent a heart bypass operation at a hospital in Ohio in August 2012. 2 weeks later, on August 25, 2012, 82-year-old Armstrong died of complications from the operation. His family honored Neil for his example of service. The next time you walk outside on a clear night and see the moon smiling down at you, think of Neil Armstrong and give him a wink. This is the life story of the man who landed on the moon. Hope you loved it.